so it wasn't obviously nothing to do with competencies, but their willingness. I found that their willingness to go there was nowhere near their male counterparts. So my experience over the years, but I found that to be difficult to deal with. Yeah.
So I definitely didn't want to deviate the conversation over women promotion versus men promotion, but with the purpose I put this slide because I want to say that in the workplace today, there's a lot of focus on there, so you have to get useful information from there and then work on it. It will be useful. So if I give experience from our company, so here our company here is like 55% women, 45% men. But when you come here, is 70% men, 30% women. So if we are in healthcare business. So basically going to senior leaders. And one of the, like he gave one example, but one statistic that I will give it and then I will end this story and we continue our discussion. One statistic is that if you same job, if a man and a woman wants to apply to a same job and they are both qualified to get that job, if man has 60% of the qualification based on the job description of that job, he will apply. But women, unless they have 90% of qualification, they won't apply. This is one statistic that is coming out of those reports. So these are like examples of why, especially senior leader roles, this is how the like intrinsic approach of women is different from men. So now our role is to make sure that we give that confidence to women that even though 60% is good to go. Yeah, so you don't need to have the 90% and then work on it. So that's one statistic, but there is a lot. The job hopping is one of their main kind of work stream. They really want to jump from one job to another job within 2 years. Now, it could be in same company, so if you can provide them a lot of opportunities to move from job to job or project to project, then you can retain them. Other than that, they're gonna leave. They leave another company to find new projects, learn new things, and do new things. Okay, any questions? Yes.
Any difference between the big companies and small companies? Because the big companies, maybe you can move into
Yes.
the company, but the small ones, you have to move out, right?
True and not true. Because again, as we go through, you're gonna see that career development versus personal development. Personal development is that you can move laterally. Or you can, even in a small company, you can start with the job, but then you give them additional projects to do somewhere else. Like an additional project, diverse thinking. Like bring them a marketing person, go and work in a medical. Just to give them exposure to different departments, not vertically, but laterally. Or even if the job is not available, at least give them a project, do tour-up duties in a small companies, tour-up duty in this department, shadow somebody that is doing that job, and then I work with them. So again, the companies, even though they are small, they try to create these opportunities for people to continue learning and improve their personal development. So,
and I would add to that is, yeah, there is an aspect of, I mean, at one point, when I joined Tank, there was only about 20 employees, and at one point, you can get creative. So I think there's some good solutions that Babak is mentioning, but at one point, you know, you run out of options for people who want to move quickly. So I think that, yeah, there is an impact on the size of the organization and your ability to really keep, you know, people moving. But there's some things that can be done.
So these are solutions, but also like today in our company, the strategy that we have for development is as such that we are telling people, we're gonna see, work on your aspiration, work on your personal development. If you find a career that matches with you in our company, good for you, good for us. Mm-hmm. If you cannot find it, you will find it elsewhere, but you will be ready to go there. So let's work on it together. At least we can keep them for 3 years to work for us, you know, so that 3 years, that 4 years. So that's our strategy. And we say it out loud. We tell them, we're gonna work on your personal development. If you find your career within our organization, win-win situation. If not, it's good for you. You're gonna move to another place and find the career of your dream.